All right. Okay, quick audio video check. Give me 1 second. Yes. All right. Yeah, okay, good. So we shall start it live today. Yes, hi JK. So yes, link is posted on the group as well, and audio video good. So I'm using a mic also today, so new on that aspect. So hopefully the audio clarity is better, and obviously we will be improving this as we go as well. So yes, quickly coming to today's charts, right? So very interesting happening. We are seeing movement of Nifty and Bank Nifty in two different sides, right? If you look at Bank Nifty, we are seeing it making lower lows almost on daily basis, and Nifty side, we are in a um, consolidation, right? We're going sideways, and that could affect a lot in trading Nifty and Bank Nifty. Awesome. So yes, so one thing we are seeing. So if you look at it from uh, Bank Nifty from July, right? If you look at it, we are creating. It's more in a ladder zigzag format, right? It's creating a high, coming back down, creating uh, a lower high, making lower lows again, another lower high, another lower low, right? So we are moving in a downward direction. So what I'm seeing, one thing is um, in Bank Nifty, at least for a good jump back up, is headed towards 44,500 range, right? So we are almost at 44,748. We might move down a little more before we can see a bounce back, right? So that is one thing you can keep in mind as well, because we are creating lower lows, and this 44,500 is a very good support range we will be looking at, right? So let me just extend this here. Okay, I'll have to zoom in a little more. Yes, so this is the range that we will be expecting, right? So if it does move down, unless uh, Bank Nifty breaks out of one of these highs, right? Either this high here, or this high here, or this high here, or this high here, we are not going to be bullish on Bank Nifty, right? So that is one thing we will be seeing specifically. And yes, upside bias in tomorrow's expiry is what GK says. So yes, we'll come to this bias as well, because might see it being an oversold range as well, right? So that is something we might be seeing in Bank Nifty as well, because if you look at it, the overall PCR is around zero point 0.6, right? So zero point 0.6, zero point 0.5 is usually a reversal area, right? So that is something we can expect. 45,000 looks to be a very good sell position that you can take in Bank Nifty as well, because of one, it is looking a little bearish, and it's a little far away for tomorrow's expiry, right? So that's why the huge OI increase in 45,000. But again, it might, due to the huge downward movement that has been happening for the past couple of days that we are seeing in the charts here, there can be a small reversal. And tomorrow, that's why you would have to stay cautious, right? So this is Bank Nifty. We have seen until it breaks out of one of these lower highs, we have to wait, right? So that is something you can be cautious on, and we know that okay, this is a very good resistance which we have seen from our previous lives as well. So 44,500 could be a specific range where we might bounce back from, right? So similarly, coming to Nifty, we are seeing a huge range, right? So if we, yes, so if we look at it from a more zoomed out perspective, you can see this range between 19,500 range to 19,350, 300 range, right? This is where it's playing around, right? It's hitting 500, coming back down to 300, hitting 500. Again, we can expect it to come back to 300, right? So one thing I'm seeing as well is if Bank Nifty comes down to 44,500 and Nifty comes to 19,300 range, both could bounce back and finally go up, right? So that is something uh, I am keeping track of as well. So coming to Nifty again, right? So you can apply your straddle strangle positions because it is looking still very sideways, right? Because now the movements of Bank Nifty and Nifty on an overall perspective is two different directions, right? So you are not completely sure either. So a good straddle strangle would be good here. A 19,500 sell would also be convenient for tomorrow's expiry, right? So again, you will have to make sure and adjust it according to the trades while the live market is happening. So make sure you are keeping track of that, right? So yes, today I saw this one specific trade here. I will have to shift to 3 minutes. So yes, coming to the trade here, one thing I saw is one sweep happening over here. So usually when there is a long wick and a small body candle, we usually draw these sweeps, right? So as soon as this sweep was done, and on the upside also the upper sweep was done, this acted as a um, basically an order block of sorts, or if you call it a supply range. And as soon as it took supply from this, you could have kept the stop loss right above, which basically would, if it did break out of, it would go higher. But if it did not, it was a good trade, right? Because your risk to reward ratio also was good. So that was one specific thing I saw there as well, right, in today's market. But yes, for tomorrow's expiry, Nifty at least a strangle would work out very well. 19,500 sell would work out very well, and but you have to make sure while in the live market to adjust it when the movements are happening, right? So that is one thing. And another, yes, as we saw, Bank Nifty also, because of the oversold positions, we will stay cautious from a reversal happening as well, right? Coming into the Nifty OI data, so what we saw is a huge increase in the call side, which shows us um, yes, so we see a increase in the call side, and not only that, usually there is increase in both call and put sides. But here today we see a decrease in the put side while a call side increase is happening as well, right? So that gives us a more bearish bias towards it. And if you look at the overall as well, PCR is at zero point 0.7, 19,500, as I was saying, a very good level in terms of resistance as well. Almost 1.93, almost 2 crores OI over there who have sold their call positions, right? So that is why it would be a very interesting day for tomorrow. And yes, so we also we have this new chart put up. This is nothing but the total OI change in terms of a bar graph, right? So that is the newest thing which we have put up. And also option chain, I think on the Telegram group, if you're not part of it, make sure you join, because we had good input of just highlighting the ATM on the call side and the put side, right? It's not a very big thing, but directly when you look at it, you have a good idea about it, right? So this was also a new update on the platform. So yes, this is the analysis for today. Hopefully this brought a small insight on the market. And yeah, thank you so much for joining. A quick thing, make sure you subscribe to the channel so that yes, you don't miss out on any videos. And we're continuously putting out a lot of videos on the on the product, as well as more knowledge on options is being put out in Hindi on our channel. So you can check out the latest videos, which are all Hindi based, because we got a lot of comments saying to put out more videos in Hindi as well. So we are doing that. We are constantly listening. And yes, so thank you so much for joining. Quick disclaimer again, this is completely for educational purposes. We do not provide any calls or tips or anything like that. And before you do take any trade, make sure you consult your financial advisor, right? So yes, thank you so much for joining in. And yes, TCS has posted good year-on-year results. Yeah, so a lot of results are coming out, and one thing we are seeing is a lot of finally, after the good moment of what do you call the small cap and mid cap, finally the large cap stocks are also creating their all-time highs, right? So that is one thing we are seeing in the past couple of days as well. And yes, so thank you so much for joining, and yes, I'll catch you back tomorrow.